So for renovators, here are two brutal reasons why your meta ads aren't working and exactly how to fix them. So for context, I'm Nathan, the founder of Noctis Digital. We mainly help renovation companies with their marketing, their sales, and their business operations. We mainly help them from the $1 million mark per year turnover all the way to the $8-9 million mark. So our best clients do like 200K a week with us in extra revenue, and our smaller ones do around 100 grand in extra revenue per month. So that's kind of our range. So one big thing that I found is this. Every single time I audit a company, whether 8-9 million, 10 million per year, or just 1 million per year, there's this one thing that I always ask them. Is this a marketing problem or is this a sales problem? And most of the time, it's a combination of both. And the thing is, most business owners do not like to admit the sales part. So fun fact, obviously, they don't like to admit it because that's like they're saying to themselves, hey, I'm not good at sales. And usually people don't like to blame themselves. They like to blame other people because no one wants to take responsibility, right? So what happens is this, they misdiagnose the problem. They end up solving the wrong problem and then nothing happens. And they go, what's the issue here then? See, they don't know what the problem is and they don't know how to fix it. That's the worst thing, right? If you know the problem, then fixing it is easier. So this is what happens when it's a marketing problem, and it happens every single time. So this is obviously a very, very simplified process. Number one, you aren't spending enough. So we recommend you spend 4 to 5 grand a month minimum to really, really get that scale, and mostly because we work with companies that can spend that and that want to grow really, really fast. So obviously spend more. So spend 4 to 5 grand per month. We recommend 5 grand plus. So that's number one. Number two, you're saying, hey, it isn't generating the quality of leads that we want. So what we like to do is this. Before you do anything on the ads platform, before you hire anyone, like think to yourself, what are the 3 criteria that you want that once all the leads hit, that they're closable, right? So what I mean by that is don't put 15,000 criteria because no one is as perfect as a referral lead and you can't create your dream customer. But what you can do is filter them through 3 key criteria. So for us, what we use most of the time is location, right? For example, if you're within the 40-kilometer radius of Sydney, so then you go, okay, the ads that I have here, if someone is within the 40 kilometers of the CBD, then that's qualified. That's 33% qualified. Budget. Let's say I sell bathrooms for 25 grand or higher. Okay. So if the person says, hey, my budget's 25 grand higher, then that's 66% qualified. And the third one is timeline, right? So timeline is, when are you looking to get started? So they might be right in terms of location and budget, but they want to get started in 6 years' time or 2 months' time. Well, 2 months is okay, but let's say in 2 years' time or 12 months' time, then it's not worth speaking to them. You can put them as a long-term follow-up, and we have processes on how to do the follow-ups, but it wouldn't be something that you can generate revenue of straight away. Obviously, the givens are, they're looking for the right type of renovation, they're looking for a job, and blah, 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 blah. But just also making sure that, and just understanding that you will have the spare few people that come through, they accidentally click on the wrong form and all that. So just be wary. But for us, quality means that 80 to 90% people, or even just a little bit lower, 60, 70-ish, actually fit the 3 criteria, which is location, budget, and timeline. So number 3, it's quite simple, it's quite harsh, it's quite brutal. Your ads just aren't good enough, right? And your target audience doesn't care with the ad, doesn't care about the ad, right? So for example, if you're talking about a certain pain point, right, and you think, hey, the market will resonate with the pain point, and then you put it to test and no one cares, then the ad just isn't good. There's nothing you can do about it. So that's the marketing bit, right? Obviously, there are so many more, and there's so much more to it. So that's marketing for now. Now, sales, right? So once again, it's a combination of marketing and sales as to usually why ads don't work. Because without sales, you can't really determine how good the marketing is, right? Because marketing will flow through to sales, and sales will flow through to generating the revenue. So for sales, 3 main areas where people screw up and actually screw up the marketing alongside with it as well. Number 1, your poor sales skills. Full stop. You're just not good at sales, especially the in-person. Are you quoting properly? Are you presenting your quotes properly? How many quotes are you presenting? How are you handling objections? How are you following up? Are you providing value? Are you saying, hey, I'm just, really high quality, just like everyone else is saying, and they're not differentiating yourself? How for example, people that come through ads are finding every reason to not trust you. So how are you preventing the objection and everything around that? Number two is you just don't have enough leads quantity wise to be able to effectively sell. So obviously get more leads equals fixed marketing. So that usually comes back here and it leads all the way back to this, which means just spend more. Literally just spend more. Here's another one. The third one is you aren't calling your leads properly over the phone. What I mean by this, are you following a proven sales process? Are you differentiating yourself? Are you getting the decision makers, all of them on board when you're booking the appointment? When are you booking the appointment? And especially here is how fast are you calling the leads, right? If you're a bigger company, do you play someone like an appointment setter to call the leads? How are you training them? How are you hiring them? And literally all of that. So this is a quick little, rundown of marketing and sales, and usually the biggest factors as to why overall the whole acquisition system isn't working. But ultimately, you have to understand this, right? Is to diagnose this, you have to put everything through like a funnel. So I can kind of go through here. I'll just show you quickly. So you have a funnel, right? It's usually marketing, and it goes sales, and it goes like this. You will usually see bottlenecks that come up, and it'll block the flow. It's like plumbing, right? You put water through, and then there are leaks, and then it clogs as well. So what you have to do is analyze all of the data points and find exactly where the clog is or where the leak is, and then patch that up, and then put more water through it, right? And then as you put more water through it, the weakest point will obviously break again, and it'll clog or it'll just leak. Then you fix it up, then you keep going and going and going. So the process and the point of thinking that you should have here is for all of my stats, right? My quality of leads, my quantity of leads, the amount of spending, how many leads are going to an appointment, how many appointments are going to a quote, and how many quotes are going to close. All of these stats, you kind of think to yourself, okay, out of all of those stats, what is the stat that I can easily double if you're meant to double it, or cut half if you're meant to, drop it in half? What are the stats you can alter the most for your benefit, and then just do those, right? That's at the highest priority list, and the ones that you can't really do but you can touch up, you leave at the bottom. So every single time you find out your bottleneck, then you fix it, you put more water through it, aka by putting more ad spend through it, because it'll break the system, right? And you find out what the next bottleneck is, and you keep fixing and fixing. But what you have to do is track data. That's the most important thing. So let me know if this makes sense. If you need help with anything, marketing, sales, operations, analyzing the data behind marketing, literally anything, go to the description below where there's a link there. Just book in a call with me or our team, and we'll go through potentially if we can help you. If not, we'll send you your way with a game plan, anything to implement yourself. Cheers.